Hello, and welcome to the local Lafourche. My name is Cody Gray, President and CEO of Louisiana's Cajun Bayou Tourism, the tourist commission for Lafourche Parish. And we're excited to have you join us here on a new episode this month of the local Lafourche, where each month we take you up and down our beautiful bayou to show you all of the new and exciting things that are happening right here in your own backyard. Well, today's show is going to feature many of our upcoming festivals and events in the month of October, because we are in the midst and right in the thick of the fall festivals and events season. We encourage you, before we get into today's segments, we encourage you and remind you to please go to lacajunbayou.com, click on our calendar of events, and there you will see all of the upcoming festivals and events that are taking place up and down Bayou Lafourche over the next couple of months. So to start today's show, we're going to start with a long-standing event that is coming back to Raceland here actually this weekend. La Fête des Voltants, better known as the Festival of Old Times, is coming back to the Louisiana's Cajun Bayou Visitor Center in Lafourche Pavilion grounds there right off of US 90. And it is going to be a jam-packed 3-day festival full of food, music, rides. I think they're bringing back pirogue races this year and a boucherie. Here to tell you more about this year's event and everything that is going on is Councilman Armand Autain and Councilman Terry Irby. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting us.
So we're excited to see this event coming back. I know I've just left the office a bit ago. The grounds are busy with all the rides and everything setting up. Looks like it's going to be a packed year. So Mr. Armand, if you can give us a quick overview of the 3 days, what's happening?
Yeah, so thank you, Cody. First off, we want to take the opportunity to thank Martin Falls and HTV10 for allowing us to come and promote festivals along Bayou Lafourche, as he's done for many, many years. So yeah, La Fête des Voltants, October 4th, 5th, and 6th, this weekend at the intersection on the west bank of Bayou Lafourche at the intersection of Highway 1 and Highway 90. And it is the Festival of Old Times. I'm going to allow Terry to talk about how this festival originated from the old festivals. But typical festival on the bayou, in which we have Cajun music, we have rides. In special to our particular festival or some demonstrations that are, I guess, brought from the old times, if you will. You mentioned some of them, which I'll kind of run down the list, some of the specialties of this particular festival. So on Saturday, we have a sauce piquant cook-off, land and water divisions. We'll have the boat museum that'll be displaying some old boats. Saturday morning at 10 a.m., we'll roll in with a pig. Live on the hoof, and everyone will be able to watch it actually get taken to a full-blown boucherie, which is very interesting. Not many people have seen how how that's done, so it's pretty unique to us, and it's something that attracts a lot of visitors actually to come and see that particular event. We also have a syrup mill, like they used to actually harvest a cane back in the day with mules. And we actually have a pan where we actually cook down and make syrup that's available for the public to purchase. So that's pretty unique. The odor that comes from it is very significant, I guess you could say, pleasurable, if you will.
It is.
And it kind of drifts across the fairground, so that's pretty neat. And then we also have, for the first time this year, since we started this festival, something we've been wanting to do since day one, is pirogue races in the bayou. So we're fortunate the parish in the state, through grants, we're able to kind of develop the bayou side where we have a floating dock. And so this will be our first year we kick it off, and we're really looking forward to that.
That's going to be exciting. We're excited to see that area used over there. We were very proud to play a small part in it, and super glad that it's being used. So it's a jam-packed weekend. Definitely come out and see those things. Mr. Terry, talk to us a little bit about the history of this event on Bayou Lafourche.
Well, this festival is something that we been wanting to do for quite a few years back. Back in the day, we used to have like 5 or 6 different festivals, fairs in our community, and it all went by the wayside and disappeared.
Right.
And I always kept saying I want to bring something back to our community so that people can come out there and enjoy it and make a family-type event.
That's right.
And that's exactly what it is. It's a family event for people to come out and enjoy, and it's been very successful for, I think this is going to be our 10th year this year, or 9th year this year. And it all started off just something I wanted to do, and talking with Nooney and a couple of other guys with the Lafourche Fair, and sharing my ideas with it, and they said they'd be willing to help us get started, and we started, and we planned for a whole year before we even got it off the go, and. But it's been a good event. We got several different things that we touched bases, like Army touched bases on. The P-Rog races is something that we wanted to do. They used to do that at the Sauce-Piquant Festival years ago on the buy side. The boucherie was done at the Lafourche Festival when it was held at the St. Hilary Church grounds. And it's just something that we kind of took to bring back so the kids these days can kind of see what goes on and what was taking place back in the old days and stuff like that. So
that's right.
Again, that's where we at now, and again, Court, I want to thank your group and you for letting us, up your organization, your operation there for a little while we over there for the weekend. But y'all work hand in hand with us, and it's all about the same thing,
That's exactly right, and we're happy to do it. We love supporting our local festivals and events because it's one of the best ways for people that either if you're a resident here or visitors coming in to experience our culture and our heritage, our food, our music. And speaking of those types of things, I know that we've got bands coming up that weekend. Right. You've got rides that weekend. So is there a cost of admission? And if so, how much?
Yeah, so it is we have no gate fee, so you can come right on in.
Okay.
Our band lineup, we kick off with Craig Babin, who's a local, and he's a good fiddler. So people who like that kind of music, at 8 o'clock, we have our auctions, followed by Masquerade, which is another local band, been around for a very, very long time. They're going to close us out on Friday. Saturday, we start off with Straight Hog, then we go to Ted Durr, D Junior and the Shine Soul Band. Then we have the Queen's Cook-Off Awards, and then JP Bourgeois Band. We have an auction at 8:30, and then we close out Saturday night with Sharks in December, which is a local group that everybody kind of seems to be following these days. Yep. On Sunday, we have a Catholic Mass at 9, and we have double play, an auction at 2, and then junior lacrosse at 3 p.m. And I do want to mention that everything that we collect this weekend will go to the Lockport Volunteer Fire Department, Lockport Carnival Club, the Racing Lions Club, and also the Lafourche Fire District Number 1 Volunteers, which is basically the racing fire department. So everything we generate this weekend goes right back in the community. It doesn't go anywhere.
That's right.
We're still accepting auction items and sponsorships. You can see us on Facebook at La Fête des Vieux Temps, which is the Festival of Old Times.
Perfect. Excellent. Well, thank you both for being here. We look forward to an awesome weekend this weekend and hope for many, many more. What's that?
The oysters.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, before we go, I'm so sorry. We forgot to talk about that. You've got something special Saturday from 4 to 8. And I think everybody's going to want to know about that. So please, tell us.
We're going to try this year. We've been having a lot of requests about it, so we decided to try. We're going to do the raw oysters and charbroiled oysters at our festival on Saturday afternoon from 4 to 8. So if you feel like eating some charbroiled oysters or good raw oysters, come on down to La Fête des Vieux Temps.
Man,
downtown Richland.
If you leave there hungry this weekend, you did it wrong. I'm telling you.
You're right.
I'm telling you. Well, thank you both again for being here. We're looking forward to a good weekend.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And we'll be right back with more of the local Lafourche.
You gotta try this. And some of those. Ooh, and definitely that. You won't be disappointed, but just know you can only get it here. Up and down Louisiana's Cajun Bayou in Lafourche Parish. Y'all come visit. We're just 35 miles south of New Orleans. Hungry? Let's eat!
Welcome back to the local Lafourche. Well, did you know that the gumbo capital of Louisiana is right here in Lafourche Parish? Chackbay, Louisiana is known as the gumbo capital of Louisiana, and for good reason. Each year they host the Louisiana Gumbo Festival, and it returns to Lafourche Parish next weekend and is going to be a 3-day event full of plenty of of family entertainment, of rides, games, music, and of course, hundreds of gallons of gumbo for you to eat. And we are excited to have with us here today to tell us all about the Louisiana Gumbo Festival, Miss Carly Adams. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. It is a pleasure. So this is one of our great culinary events in Lafourche Parish and really in South Louisiana. We're excited for it to be back again this year. Tell us a little bit about what people can experience over the 3 days.
Yes, so the Louisiana Gumbo Festival this year is presented by Range. It's next weekend, October 11th, 12th, and 13th.
Okay.
On Friday, we start with our band JP Bourgeois at 7:30 p.m. And Shorts in December is our headliner on Friday.
Awesome. Great band.
So Gumbo Festival is known for our gumbo. As you said, the gumbo capital of Louisiana.
That's right.
We offer chicken and sausage gumbo as well as seafood gumbo.
Okay.
It is all made fresh in our gumbo kitchen each day of the festival.
Fantastic.
And it's made by our hardworking volunteers in the community and our firemen.
Awesome. I know it's really cool. I've been multiple times, and I know a lot of our staff from the office goes every year, and we hear from visitors. It's so cool to go out there and see all of the volunteers that are helping putting on these events. And a lot of people don't realize all of these festivals and events locally, the majority of them are all volunteer ran. Like people volunteer their time, their effort, and really the event happens one time a year, but it is constantly being planned the remainder of that year. So the work is not done. In fact, I know many a times when an event ends, y'all begin planning that next year's event. So we appreciate all that the volunteers and everybody does at Gumbo Festival and all of our events to put them on each year. So tell us a little bit about Saturday. What's going on there? Do we have a band lineup on Saturday as well?
Yes, we have a band lineup on Saturday as well. We start at lunchtime on Saturday from 12 to 2. We have Tete Deux playing. 2:30 to 4:30, Aaron Foray.
Okay.
5 to 7 p.m., Heart and Soul. 7:30 to 9:30, Good Feelings. And 10 p.m. to 12 p.m., Chewy's is playing.
Wonderful. That's going to be good. And then Sunday, what's happening on Sunday?
On Sunday, we begin with our parade at 10:30 a.m. Our Grand Marshal always leads our parade on horseback. And our auction is at 1 p.m. on Sunday.
Fantastic. And I believe Mr. Billy Lawson is this year's Grand Marshal. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Billy Lawson is this year's Grand Marshal. He is the president of Range, our presenting sponsor.
Fantastic. Well, I know that he'll do an amazing job. The parade is always a huge hit. Absolutely encourage everybody to go out and see the parade on Sunday, and also to go to the auction. If you haven't been to one of the auctions, I know everybody, if you haven't been to one of the auctions at one of our festivals and events, it is a really cool experience, and y'all have some really good stuff out there. I have not left there empty-handed in some time, so there's a lot of really great items in it that people donate for the auction. Well, wonderful. So is there a price of admission? Is it free and open to the public? Tell us a little bit about that.
Price of admission is free.
Okay.
Pay one price rise for the weekend is $70 for an all-weekend bracelet.
Okay.
And that can be purchased until opening time online on Friday.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right. Fantastic. And if people want to learn more or follow along on social media, where do they need to go?
Online, you can find us at lagumbofest.com, and on Facebook, you can find us at Louisiana Gumbo Festival of Chack Bay.
Fantastic. Well, Miss, thank you so much for being here again. We wish you all the success with this year's event and can't wait to come out and try some gumbo next weekend.
Thank you so much for having us. We're looking forward to seeing you there.
Absolutely. You're very welcome. And we'll be right back with our final segment of the local Lafourche.
You gotta try this. And some of those. Ooh, and definitely that. You won't be disappointed, but just know you can only get it here. Up and down Louisiana's Cajun Bayou in Lafourche Parish. Y'all come visit? We're just 35 miles south of New Orleans. Hungry? Let's eat!
Welcome back to today's final segment. Well, I'm sure as you've noticed by now, food is definitely a central theme for most of our festivals events in Lafourche Parish. And that is no exception with our next event here on our final segment today. They do an excellent job of providing multiple ways for people to taste South Louisiana staples, anywhere from sauce piquants to gumbo to etouffees, and of course, their very famous and sought after shrimp boulettes. The French Food Festival returns at the end of this month, and we are excited to see them back at the LaRose Civic Center for 3 days full of food, of music, of rides, and some new additions actually this year to the event, which you'll hear about here in a second. So joining us here is Miss Sarah Kelly and Miss Alexandria Galliano. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us. We're excited to be here.
Yeah, no, we're excited to see French Food Fest come back. We can't believe it's already time again.
Oh, yeah.
But I know that y'all have a lot coming up at the end of this month. So, Sarah, if you would, tell us a little bit about a little overview of what people can do.
So it is October 25th, 26th, and 27th at the LaRose Civic Center. It's free admission and free parking, and it's everything to do with Cajun food, Cajun music, and carnival rides. It's fun for the entire family. There's something to do for every single member of the community and the family.
It's very true. I know I've been many a time, and it is always so awesome to go down and see just the sheer amount of people, but everybody's having such a good time, whether it's the kids are out on the rides, people are eating and trying different stuff, people are dancing, and like you see people, I know last year even when I was there was some visitors all the way from France that were there, and we were speaking with them. I mean, so it was really cool to see both locals and visitors coming together to really celebrate our culinary culture and our heritage. So fantastic. Admission to get in.
Free.
Free. That's what,
free and free parking.
Oh my gosh. And free parking.
It's a deal.
You can't beat it.
No.
So I know, Alexandria, let's switch to you. I know that you have a couple of new things that are coming up at this year's event on top of all the good stuff y'all do. Tell us a bit about, I know you've got a folk life demo and an art contest. So tell us a little bit about those two things this year.
So the folk life demonstrations are coming back this year, and we're going to have 3 different demonstrations. The first one is Mr. Carl Danos. He is a very famous local carver in the community. He will be giving a duck carving demonstration. And then our second demonstration will be by Mr. Ernie Sava. He is the director of the traditional boat building community, and he will be giving a boat building demonstration as well. And then our third and final demonstration will be by Chef Keith Boulay, and he will be giving a dish demonstration, some authentic Cajun cooking. It's a surprise, but there is shrimp involved. Louisiana seafood.
Okay, as long as it's Louisiana seafood and there's shrimp, I am sure that you will have plenty of people there. We can't wait to see what he's cooking up for sure. And so speaking of food, I know we mentioned a little bit about sauce piquants. I know we mentioned the gumbos. Tell us a little bit about some of the foods that people can try, because I'm telling you, please wear stretchy pants when you go to this, because if you're on a diet, it might not be the place for you. Tell us a little bit about the food there this year.
So we have jambalaya, pastalaya, seafood gumbo, fried fish and shrimp. We have chicken wings, alligator sauce piquant, crab cakes, crawfish fettuccine, shrimp sausage and okra gumbo, which is personally my favorite, seafood pastelettes, char-grilled oysters, seafood bateau. You name it, really, we really have it, and it's amazing seafood. Our volunteers have been working tirelessly, and we cannot wait to show the community and the surrounding areas that haven't been to the French Food Festival what we're all about, and to bring it back for the people who have come. So we can't wait to have everyone back again this year.
That's right. It's a local favorite. I know everybody always gets excited about it, and I know visitors are always excited about it, especially when they see French and food right there together.
Yes.
All about a place that they can sample all of the different culinary experiences here, and it's amazing. So I know you've got a lot of bands that are coming, some really great musicians. Tell us a little bit about this year's lineup.
Yes, so we have 9 bands total. Friday night we have Gary T, JP Bourgeois Band, and Junior Lacoste. And then on Saturday we have the Ryan Foray and Foray Tradition, Jamie Bergeron and the Kickin' Cajuns, Snapper and the Fish Sticks, and then Shorts in December to round out Saturday. And then on Sunday, we have Waylon Thibodeau and then Benjamin Bruce and the Cadians.
Fantastic.
So we have a lot of amazing bands coming up.
Yeah, those are some very talented musicians, lots of great music. Be sure to bring a chair, Appreciate you to bring your dancing shoes as well. That way you can dance off all the calories from everything you just ate,
And
right?
your stretchy pants.
And stretchy pants. That's
Yes.
it. Miss Alexandra, we're going to jump back to you just a second. I know you and I were talking a little bit about this before we came on, the shrimp boulettes. Again, and everybody listening, if you have not gone to the French Food Festival, A, you're really missing out. B, if you have not had the shrimp boulettes, have you even been to the French Food Festival in the first place? So they're coming back this year?
Absolutely.
Yes?
Always.
Okay, good. Making sure.
Yes.
Good. And I know those are a favorite. But what is one of your favorite foods there beside the shrimp boulettes? What's one of your favorite dishes?
Definitely the seafood pistolette.
Okay.
So it's a little roll, and they fill it with a creamy seafood stuffing, usually shrimp or crawfish. Ooh. It's a little spicy. There's a kick, but it definitely satisfies you.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. I just ate lunch and I'm still already hungry. Oh my gosh. All right, so admission is free. You've given us a great lineup for the weekend. Where can people learn more if they want to follow you on social media or they want to know more about the French Food Festival? Where can they go?
So you can follow us on Facebook at the French Food Festival. And then we also have our website. It's the BayouCivicClub.org.
Okay, perfect.
So you can follow either one and you'll get all your information.
Fantastic. And speaking of Bayou Civic Club, I would be remiss if I didn't say, of course, you mentioned it earlier, this is all volunteer ran, right? This
Yes.
event. And it's, again, most of the area festivals and events are volunteer run, but this event benefits the La Rose Civic Center, correct?
Correct. Yes. We run so much there, and it's a way to kind of not only give back to the community, but also the Civic Center.
That's right. Well, thank you both so much for being here today. We look forward to a great French Food Festival this year. Come hungry, and I'm sure you'll leave happy. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. And that's a wrap for today's show. But again, before we go, we encourage you to please visit lacajunbayou.com and click on our calendar of events to view all of the upcoming events. And there's many, many, many of them coming up over the next couple of months. Thank you so much for tuning in. And from all of us at Louisiana's Cajun Bayou Tourism, we look forward to seeing you back here again next month for a brand new episode of the Local Lafourche.